Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio, and we're back today to do the hashtag color combo challenge. Where are we? Where's my list? See, I thought I was organized, and I'm not. Okay, we are on week 19. And our colors for this week are burnt sienna and cornflower blue. And I went searching all through my stash for cornflower blue. You can see where I've done some color samples here to kind of figure out where I was going with this. I've got some pastels, and I've got some colored pencils, and I've got some distress oxides. And the distress oxides that I felt matched the color palette that we're doing today the closest, was Blueprint Sketch and Rusty Hinge. And also, Vintage Photo is pretty close. So that's what I went with. The only piece of paper that I could find that I felt was a true cornflower blue was here in my stack somewhere. This little piece right here. And that's what I have. That's it. So I am going to use this little piece of paper. But what I did in the meantime is I went ahead and created my background for the page so that I could go ahead and get it done and get it dry so that we could work on it and you're not waiting on me to dry a page. So this is Blueprint Sketch Distress Ink through a Tim Holtz stencil that has a clock on it. And then I took Rusty Hinge and went over the places that were white because I didn't want them that white. And then I also used a couple of stamps in Vintage Photo to kind of put some letters in the background script. And I also used these big number stamps from Tim Holtz and stamped the number 12. And I stamped that with ground espresso because I wanted it to be a little bit of a darker color. That's how I got my background. And I found that when I squirted the Blueprint Sketch with water, which created, all these little splots, the blooms are truly the color that I wanted, which was kind of that purpley blue that cornflower blue is. So, pretty happy with this background. Now we're going to work on putting the pieces together for the focal point and so forth and so on. And so my focal point piece is this image that was cut out of a fairy tale book, which of course is Cinderella. And you can see all the sepia or burnt sienna tones that are in this image. And so that's why I chose that. Hence why I have the clock and the midnight and that kind of thing, kind of to go with the Cinderella. So that is going to be my focal point. And then, like I said, I'm going to use this little piece of paper somehow. I think about right there. And then I have these flowers, which have, to me, kind of the two tones. And I'm going to put those in here somewhere, kind of like that, I think. And then I also have this piece that is just an envelope with some blue flowers on it. And I'm going to put those, I think, over here behind her, kind of to represent the invitation to the ball kind of thing. And put that there. And then I've got a little placard here, or label, and it says, "Fell in love with her at once." So that's kind of where we're going to go. There's not a lot of pieces to this one. I have some other pieces that kind of have some blues and some burnt siennas that if I feel like we need some little strips or something somewhere. I've got this, and I've also got this that I think is a pretty good representation of the burnt sienna. So we may or may not use those. Probably not. I think this is going to be enough, but we'll put it together and we'll see what we have. So I think I'm going to outline this or ink this in Vintage Photo. How is everybody? I just jumped right in and started gabbing. Didn't even ask how you were or to welcome you to the channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm trying to get all my videos done so that when I leave, you will have videos to watch if you so choose. And I'm hoping to get them mostly finished. You may have a day or two where there's not one, but I'm hoping to get them all done. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's very rainy here today, so I hope the lighting's okay. I know that when I don't have natural light, I get some shadows and things, so I hope you guys can see what's going on. So we're just going to put that there. My one little piece of paper that I found. And then we're going to ink this up. Again, I'm going to use Vintage Photo. Just kind of get rid of any little white bits. Now I think we're going to lose part of his feather, like the top part, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Yeah, I have plenty. Of course, you know, burnt sienna is used in everything. So I had plenty of papers that had the burnt sienna. I was just getting that right color blue. And guys, no stress over this. If you don't have, you know, the exact color that we're working on, get as close as you can. The purpose is to kind of explore color in general. You know, and learn what the different colors are and the difference in the shades and stuff. But if you are looking and you don't have the exact color that you feel like you need, or you know, whatever, use what you have. I mean, this isn't that critical. I mean, the purpose is to have fun with it, you know. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, is to have fun and to use up your scraps. So You know, I have that one little bitty piece of paper. I'm going to make it work to the best of my ability. And we're just going to go on from there. Because you're probably not going to have every color that we're going to do. Through this challenge. You're probably just not. And, you know, I mean, I could have just said brown and blue, or, you know, rust and blue, but, you know, then when we do browns, you're going to end up with 4 collages that are the same color brown. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did the different shades, so that you could, you know, make yourself work a little bit. And you can see where that bled through. But that's okay, because we'll be covering that up anyway next week. I still like this one. This is probably one of my favorites last week. I think that turned out really good. Okay. So now, let's ink up these flowers. Kind of take that edge off there. I could have got around these a little more, but I think the ink will do. Oh, I should have left that unglued so I could get that envelope behind her. But I didn't. Okay, I want to put this in such a way that you can still tell that's a 12. So I think I'm going to go behind him just a little bit. Kind of like that. This was a sticker, and I just put it on some paper and stuck it down and cut around it so it wouldn't be sticking when I was moving it around trying to decide where I wanted to put it. Yeah, I wish I would have left that up a little bit. I don't think I can get up under there. See if I can. One thing I've noticed about art glitter, if you put it on something that has a different surface on it, like for example the Sockside ink, it does come up a little bit better if you get it before it, you know, dries completely. You could do it like that. That'd be alright. I'll just trim off what's hanging over. So what is everyone working on at the moment? I'm about to start a new journal. This one is going to be butterflies, I believe. It's the one I'm gonna do next. All right, now, where do we want our little no, I don't want it in the middle of that flower. I think I want it about right there. I feel like we need something else right here. Like another darker stamp. Let's trim his feather off. Maybe. Yeah. We'll ink around the entire thing. See if I put a letter don't like, there's a little white. Sorry if I stuck my head in the way just then. Maybe we'll just do another 12. Will it fit? I think it'll fit good enough that you can tell what it is. I don't want to stamp on these other pages. Let me put this under here. Yep. So that's it. That was fairly quick because I did do that background. Maybe I should have done it on camera. But but I just didn't want to tie you guys up waiting for Distress Oxide to dry. So there we go. That is Burnt Sienna and Cornflower Blue. And next week we have Chocolate Brown and Cream. So that will be an interesting one. Pretty neutral. And we're all used to working in lots of neutrals. So that one should feel comfortable to most people. So thanks for joining me. And like I said, I'm going to try and get as many videos finished as I can before I leave. I won't be able to do the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 2 with Amy while I'm gone, because she draws the prompts on Mondays. So obviously I won't be able to get my prompts and do those. So I will catch up on those when I get back. But I am going to try and do the I Saw It on Pinterest and continue with these and my regular, journal with me videos. So I hope to see you guys back real soon, and everybody have a great week. And hopefully I am going to try to, on the days that we go to markets, kind of video some of that, of the markets and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to do some of those kind of posts while we're gone. We'll just have to see what the weather is, and hopefully I can find some goodies to share with you guys. So until then, everybody